You know why we're tougher than them, Steve? We're not ruthless. We're honest. They don't understand honesty. And when we're honest, we're determined.
Well, Rudy Giuliani has done it again, folks. In that he has yet again said some insane, incriminating nonsense.
I've rarely seen this level of evil in my career. And I've two Nazis. And I also happen to some animals, particularly dogs, cats, horses.
Whoops, sorry, that was actually a clip from Jimmy Kimmel's Unnecessarily Censored. Jim, can we get the actual clip? Oh yeah, this is the one. And you know it's gonna be hot garbage when it's on Newsmax's War Room, which coincidentally is what Steve Bannon calls his bathroom. And just for some context before we roll the clip, Rudy here is issuing some bold advice to the leaders of the Republican Party. Specifically, House Speaker Mike Johnson and Representative Jim Jordan, who is one of the leaders of the failed sham impeachment attempt on Joe Biden. But Rudy here somehow still thinks they have a chance. So what's his sound advice? Well, why not pull the exact same stunt that got Trump impeached?
With Brennan, when they were hatching, when he was informed of Hillary coming up with the false plot, it should begin with him, and it should include Brennan, it should include Biden, the vice president, who approved it and helped out. They should bring over from Ukraine about 20 Ukrainian witnesses, I can get them, that are still being held there. A couple I found out very recently are in fear of death. And somebody should lean on Zelensky. You want another penny? Give us your Biden file.
Someone should lean on Zelensky. If you want another penny, give us your Biden file. Funny, I thought that would have been one of the classified documents that Trump held at Mar-a-Lago. What an absolute nut job. But I guess your head's not screwed on the tightest when your first wife was your second cousin. But here's the thing. Giuliani's scheme here has already been tried by Giuliani himself. You may remember that ahead of the 2020 presidential election, Giuliani took to Ukraine to connect with officials in his effort to, quote, find dirt on the Bidens that could potentially hurt then presidential candidate Joe Biden's chances at taking the White House. Which, great job. That plan, much like his hair dye, blew up in his face when it resulted in Trump's first formal impeachment by the House of Representatives, which adopted 2 articles of impeachment in December 2019 after they determined Trump had solicited the aid of foreign governments in the 2020 election. And in addition to that first impeachment, it also led to this legendary exchange between Rudy and Chris Cuomo.
Former Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Good to have you on the show.
I'm glad I'm on tonight because what you just said is totally erroneous. It is sad to watch what happened to you. It's sad.
Sad
You're
to watch what happened to me. I'm a sellout.
You are a sellout.
You are telling me that I'm a sellout.
These are standing up for 2 systems of justice.
Oh, I'm
Joe
standing
Biden
up for 2 systems
can
of
be
justice.
You're just repeating spin. The prosecutor.
But you don't, right? You're not spinning anything. Go ahead.
I'm not spinning a damn thing.
Did you ask the Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden?
No, actually, I did.
So you did ask Ukraine to look into Joe Biden?
Of course I did.
Yeah, look, you should have your hand on your face. You know why? This is all a distraction from what I asked you for.
No, it isn't a distraction, Chris. What you just said is totally wrong. Let's talk like lawyers for a minute.
All right, good. Then respect this lawyer asking you. Hold on. Now, I don't want to hear it. Rudy, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of it right now.
I taught law. You're going to listen.
You want to say I won't cover it because I'm like this, right? You say?
Oh, man, when I
now you won't give me the proof.
Show, I'm not going to give you proof like the stupid New York Times story the other day.
Now, listen. Did
you cover that? How the Times really screwed up the other day?
Listen,
did you cover it?
If the complaint had come out.
You don't answer that.
Well, I'm trying to get a question out. Will you finally answer my question now that we're 12 minutes in?
Well, do we really believe he didn't know his son was under investigation?
Why won't you answer the question?
What's the question? What's the question?
But Rudy thinks it's time to rinse and repeat and go back to the old tactics that didn't work before because there was nothing to find. Which, does seem kind of like a fool's errand, but you know what they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, that's fine by me because I don't feel shame. I mean, how stupid would you have to be to use a baseless Giuliani conspiracy theory as fodder for a House probe into Hunter Biden's business dealings and then accuse Joe Biden of trying to cover those up and then try to impeach him? Well, that was a rhetorical question because you'd have to be exactly as stupid as House Republicans, since that's exactly what they did.
They've got nothing on Biden. I will tell you what irks me is, it's not that these House Republicans are well, just stupid. They've just acted in such a stupid way, and I wish there were a better word to use than that. There's not a more eloquent word. There's not. But what really irritates me is I've had people in the mainstream media, as Trump would say, telling me constantly, like whispering, why is the media avoiding this Hunter Biden scandal? Why is the media? I know we've all heard it. Oh, you know, we need to do a better job. We need to be more down the middle. And I've been going through this with a couple of well-known journalists. I go, what do you got? Give me what you. Right. Oh, Tony Bobolinsky, and give me more. What do you got? What? They have nothing.
No. No. They had facts. Their facts just turned out to be alternative facts coming directly from Russian intelligence officials, which I guess are just alternative intelligence officials?
A detention hearing is underway in Los Angeles today for FBI informant Alexander Smirnov. Smirnov is facing charges for allegedly lying about a multi-million-dollar bribery scheme involving President Biden and his son Hunter. Those claims were central to House Republicans' impeachment inquiry into the president.
I mean, the whole thing is a sham based off nothing but lies, which is why they'll never actually call for the impeachment, because they have no evidence. And it's also why we have hilarious clips like this of Democratic congressmen making absolute fools out of their Republican counterparts.
And so I just think we should do it today. Let's just call for it. I'll make the motion, Mr. Chairman. I want to help you out. You can second it, right? Like, make the motion to impeach President Biden. Go ahead. It's your turn. You second it. No, nothing. Okay, we got nothing. So I want to, with my last couple minutes, show the American people that they're never going to impeach Joe Biden.
And it gets even worse when you have even former associates of Giuliani like Lev Parnas pointing out those exact same points.
Lev Parnas was the centerpiece of a bomb-throwing congressional hearing on the Biden impeachment inquiry this week. Joining me now for his first extended interview since that feisty hearing is Lev Parnas himself. Mr. Parnas was a former associate of Rudy Giuliani's. He was also convicted of campaign finance crimes, wire fraud, and making false statements. He later spent 20 months in prison and wrote a book called Shadow Diplomacy. Sir, thanks so much for staying up late and joining us tonight. I want to start just with the heart of the matter here. Do you believe that there is any legitimacy to the Biden impeachment inquiry at all?
Thank you for having me, Abby. Absolutely not. What they showed yesterday was what this is all about. It's a political play. It's a sham. It was a kangaroo court. And it's just embarrassing to see our country go through that right now.
And while Lev has made mistakes in the past, being a part of this whole nonsense from the beginning, being one of them, he has served his time, and at least he is now taking actions to reconcile that. And that is something a man like Giuliani could never and will never do.
I've rarely seen this level of evil in my career, and I've two Nazis.
Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And please let me know your thoughts on this one. I have never seen a fall from grace as drastic as America's mayor going to this absolute shell of a human being that Rudy Giuliani is now. And this clip especially, as well as him being indicted in Georgia and Arizona, makes me think that he's never gonna learn from any of these mistakes. Unless maybe he goes to jail. Drop a like for indicting Rudy Giuliani. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse, and I'll see you guys in the next one.